My name is Brando, Okolo. I work for a company based in Karlsruhe, Germany, and we are involved in the field of additive manufacturing, 3D printing, as you would call it. Yeah, we were attracted to this work group, the cost action group, because of the need to get some science-based information about what we're doing at the industrial level. And we know the group is focused on multi-composite materials, and we see a great benefit for these kinds of materials in the field of additive manufacturing. And that's where our interest lies. You probably know that in the field of manufacturing, one of the greatest or one of the most used manufacturing tool in consumer products is injection molding. This is a manufacturing process where you rely on thermoplastics. These are polymers that have a defined melting range that allows you to have a mold. You fill the mold with the polymer melt and then inject them out once they solidify, and you can use that in mass production. Problem with this manufacturing method is that the tooling is expensive. It's expensive in terms of cost and in terms of time. Now, to be able to interfere with that challenge, what we've tried to do using additive manufacturing tools is to design and produce mold inserts using 3D printing. The problem is, by using this method, is based on materials. Most polymers have relatively low thermal conductivity. And normally what you would expect is that once the melt fills the mold, that it solidifies as quickly as possible. So the thermal mass with which the melt comes into the mold cavity has to reduce as quickly as possible within a few seconds. Polymers cannot deliver thermal conductivity at that speed. So one way to be able to improve on the thermal properties or thermal conducting properties of polymers is to fill them with phases that have much higher thermal conductivity, like graphene, like carbon nanotubes, like normal carbon. And this is where the attraction to the multicam comes in. Our company doesn't have the facilities to do some of these science-based tests and research. So the space which the multicam organization or platform offers us, it allows us to collaborate with groups that have facilities that can test these unique materials, bring out data which we could work with to be able to develop the material for this additive manufacturing process. We already have a customer meaning that there is an industrial group already involved in the field of injection molding that has tried this 3D printed mold inserts, and the result is so impressive. But we think we can do more from the material point of view. We think we can optimize the materials to deliver better engineering performance for end users. Clearly there is a market for it. If this works, it opens up a new market for not just people working within the cost action group, but also within the field of injection molding. Initiatives like the cost action coming from the EU makes it possible for industry and hardcore research groups, from labs all over Europe, to interact, to identify things they could work on together, and try and basically move Europe further within the industrial sector. It's certainly a good idea. Yeah.